Hello again. Last time I droned on and on about very little. Maybe there was a vaguely outlined mission statement or something. Cheap and completely unnecessary justification for what I believe. Whatever. The point is, I said very little about what Jediism actually is. Okay, so this is kind of an introductory crash course into Jediism. More specifically, into solitary Jediism. I've been around to a few gatherings and Jediism chat rooms and forums and things, but those things never really impacted me spiritually. They're all very disorganized, and you may also find that some are a little silly. You may also find that many don't really embody the spirit of joy and love and light that real Jedi should at least endeavor to embody. That's not to say that I didn't meet kind, warm, and loving Jedi in these places either, because I did. But a big problem with the internet is that for every one person who's serious about any topic, there's another who's not, and at least two who just want to argue about stuff. And those arguers are often empowered by the anonymity and emboldened to the point where they can be really hateful. But mostly, I feel that my development as a Jedi was very personal. It's kind of like a flower. For a flower to mature, it needs to be watered and given sunlight, but it's still a fragile thing. After the basic nurturing, and it mostly just needs to be left alone. This is an analogy, so please don't bomb the comments with technical details like soil nutrients and stuff. The point is, I was driven to my own path. And it took a long time, but I'm finally here. I think that this solitary growth for me was a great thing, and I know it isn't over. It can't be. Living things never stop growing, and if they don't continue to receive the nurturing they need, they just die. So I keep adding more information, more encouragement, more practices, and who knows, in 10 years my path may look nothing like it does today because... Oh, I'm doing it again. Jediism. I suppose you can look at it as a different interpretation of New Age spirituality. Replace God or consciousness, prana and chi, etc. with the Force, and more or less you have Jediism. It sounds like a joke, but it's really about that easy. Like New Age systems, Jediism has no set central structure. It flows free in each individual that practices it, being practiced in many different ways, and there's nothing wrong with that. Jediism is all about personal expression and spirituality. No matter what some people may say, there's no way to do it right, and there's no way to do it wrong. Due to rambling, this is already running a little long, so here's a quick list of things that I include in my practice, and don't worry, in future videos, you should become more intimately aware of what each of these things is and how it's used. First of all, we have the Force, of course, is very important to a Jedi. Several different kinds of meditation, from emptiness and transcendent meditations to chi building exercises and chakra balancings, things like that. Study and research plays a very big role. Self-discipline, which I'm willing to admit is a very weak point for me most of the time. I also follow the Jedi Code as best I can. I deal with esoteric kinds of healing. I use crystals, but not in the same way that most New Age practitioners use them. Astral projection and thought forming play a very big role to me. Yoga and Qigong and other kinds of energy work, as I mentioned. I employ a lot of acupressure, especially self-acupressure. And generally I try to lead a lifestyle that's one of love and light and sharing. And I've probably missed some points, but as I've said before, development means change, so nothing's ever going to stay the same. Well, I did say that it was going to be a crash course, and I hope that you all feel sufficiently crashed. Sorry about that. To learn exactly what all of these things are and how they all fit into Jediism, stay tuned. And until next time, may the Force be with you.